Imagine flying over a vast desert and coming across gigantic drawings engraved on the earth, visible only from the sky. Welcome to the Nazca Desert in Peru, where mystery and history intertwine in one of humanity's greatest enigmas. Since their discovery in the 1920s, the Nazca Lines have fascinated and intrigued scientists, historians, and visitors from around the world. But what are these lines? Who created them? And more importantly, why? Our destination today is the arid and seemingly inhospitable Nazca Desert, located in southern Peru. From a distance, it looks like just another expanse of sand and rocks, but hidden beneath this monotonous layer is one of the greatest archaeological mysteries of all time. The Nazca Lines were brought to world attention by Toribio Mejia Zesp, a Peruvian archaeologist, in 1927. During an expedition, he noticed the strange markings in the ground and soon realized he was looking at something extraordinary. However, it was only with the advent of aviation that the true scope and complexity of these lines were revealed. When people began to fly over the area, they realized that they were not just marks on the ground. There were huge figures of animals, plants, and complex geometric shapes, all perfectly proportioned and visible only from above. This completely changed our understanding of the capabilities and culture of the ancient Nazcas. Imagine the surprise and fascination of the first people who saw these figures from above. It was like discovering an ancient message left by a long-vanished civilization, waiting to be deciphered. The Nazca Lines consist of more than 800 straight lines, 300 geometric figures, and 70 representations of plants and animals. Among the most iconic are the hummingbird, with its wings open in a gesture of flight, the monkey, with its tail curled in an almost cartoonish way, and the spider, whose precise and symmetrical lines challenge even modern artists. But how did the Nazcas manage to create these precise, gigantic shapes without an aerial view? This is one of the first questions that arise when faced with the grandeur of the Nazca Lines. Modern researchers have used drones, satellite imagery, and advanced technology to try and unlock these secrets, but the question of how remains intriguing. Some theories suggest that the Nazcas used ropes and stakes to trace their monumental works into the ground. They could have drawn smaller versions of the figures and then enlarged those versions using a technique similar to the grid method used by modern artists to enlarge drawings. However, the precision and scale of these figures still leaves many in awe. In addition to how, another crucial question is, why? The purpose of the Nazca Lines has been the subject of debate since its discovery. Some early theories suggested that they served as astronomical calendars, aligned with celestial events important to Nazca agriculture and religious ceremonies. Proponents of this theory point to the fact that some of the lines align with the solstices and equinoxes, as well as certain constellations. If true, this would mean that the Nazcas had a deep understanding of astronomy and used these lines to mark important events throughout the year. The astronomical alignments of the Nazca Lines suggest advanced knowledge of celestial movements. Some lines point directly to the sunrise during the solstices, which could have religious or ceremonial significance. If the lines were indeed used as a calendar, it shows how observation of the heavens was closely linked to the daily life and spiritual practices of the Nazcas. But this is just one of many theories. Other theories suggest that the Nazca Lines were ceremonial paths used in religious rituals. According to this hypothesis, the lines and figures would serve as guides for processions that honored gods and asked for favors, such as rain, essential for survival in such an arid environment. The Nazcas were known for their elaborate religious practices and complex rituals. The figures of animals and plants could represent deities or protective spirits, and the straight lines could be walked in sacred processions. Another interesting theory is that the lines could have been used to identify sources of underground water. Water was an extremely precious resource in the Nazca Desert, and geoglyphs could have served as maps to locate aquifers hidden beneath the earth. Proponents of this theory point to the fact that some lines follow geological patterns that indicate the presence of water below the surface. If true, this shows an impressive combination of art, spirituality, and practical knowledge. Despite many theories, the true purpose of the Nazca Lines remains a mystery. Each new discovery adds more layers to this enigma, but also raises new questions. What is clear, however, is that the Nazca Lines are a stunning testament to the ingenuity and spirituality of the Nazcas. For us, lines are more than just drawings on the ground. They are part of our heritage and our connection to our ancestors. Every line and figure tells a story, and it is our responsibility to keep that story alive. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey through the mysteries of the Nazca Lines. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content about humanity's greatest enigmas. To the next